something rotten.
Oh, Shakespeare! Oh my God, you're so sexy!
Patty and Emily, thoughts and comedy from Broadway superfans. From Broadway superfans.
Our standard for comedy is high, and I felt like a lot of the humor in the show was like it was a lot of low-hanging fruit.
Well, because it's a lot of jokes. Like, it's so many jokes that, like, you're gonna have levels of joke. Easy joke, okay joke, really great joke.
I think the jokes that I laughed at and the jokes that I enjoyed were performance-based and not written material. Christian Borle is so fucking awesome! And like Brian Darcy James is like so fucking great, and I'm like, I love Heidi Blickenstaff so much. I wish you were doing a show that I liked.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That you loved? Because did you not like it?
Here's the thing, we saw it twice.
Because I like it, and I know people that I would like send to see the show. I don't know.
Oh, I certainly know people that I would send to.
I don't know that I need to see it again.
I don't want to see it again.
But yeah, no, I will unequivocally say that I like it.
Christian Borle was my favorite part of the entire show.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I also really love the ensemble.
Oh,
the ensemble is fan-fucking-tastic.
I mean, listen, the cast is 100%. The cast is 100%.
Yeah.
They're all incredible. Everyone's giving amazing performances. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I wish the show was better.
Yeah. Sure. I mean, I agree with that.
I wish the show was more to my personal taste.
Well, don't we all? Yeah. I just thought there were a lot of easy jokes, and that was the part that I was like, oh, I can see this. I either could see it coming, or they were so shoehorned in that they stuck out and were just there for a laugh. Those are the parts that I was like, no thank you. But yeah.
I felt like they relied so heavily on references to Shakespeare for their humor. And just references in general. One of the like biggest numbers in the show is just all musical theater references.
Yeah.
And all of the musical theater references were so expected, and so like it was all like Phantom of the Opera, Lion King, Annie. Yeah. And like if you were doing, because we're assholes, so like if it was musical theater references that were more niche, I probably would have been laughing.
A Caroline or Change reference.
Right.
I mean...
But, like, if you're just, like, Rent, Pippin, a chorus line, I'm like, I've seen this before.
Yeah.
I've seen it before. It's been done before. I'm not impressed.
Well, I think part of it was that some of them, aside from the kind of easy sort of references, some of them were done well, and some of them were shoehorned in that number.
Right.
Where towards the end it just started being like reference, with no cohesive transitions or anything. And I mentioned to you, after we saw it the second time, I was like, oh, I know what it is about this number. It's a Tony's opening number, where they try to mash all the shows.
They just name check everybody.
They just name check all the shows that were nominated, all the shows that were not nominated, all the shows that were still running, and maybe a show from a Lifetime Achievement Award winner.
Yeah.
That being said, it's a spectacular ensemble number. It's a really great production number.
Tap dancing.
So much tap dancing in this show.
I felt like so much of it was recycled. Like the whole show within the show, I was like, well, both of us were like, it's springtime for Hitler. It's just
yeah. Given the convention of the show that they're pulling from the future, spoiler alert, they could have made a joke about that, and that might have eased the transition a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this seems similar to another show that I saw.
Yeah.
Or something.
Something to reference, because they didn't reference the producers at all.
No.
Which was weird, because they referenced all these big hit shows or whatever. I have to say, like this is the thing though, for some, you know, some of the jokes hit and I thought were funny.
Yeah.
Most of them I didn't think were funny.
Yeah.
Like the Cats joke, for whatever reason, just really just
Yeah,
tickled
that was
my-
a...
Where he's like...
I think it was a good joke,
Yeah.
but also, obviously, Brad Oscar's
Brad
delivery was
Oscar
amazing.
was fucking fantastic. I was all about him. He's so funny.
Yeah.
And wonderful. And
Yeah.
like you know what is so interesting when you feel like you're like your line reading is so funny. I don't like the line. The line in and of itself I don't think is funny, but the way you're delivering it is funny.
Mm-hmm.
So it was everything was performance based, the things that I enjoyed.
I guess I can't disagree with you, but because I saw the cast that I saw, I'm going to go ahead and still say that I liked it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I get it.
Well, we talked about this on the podcast. I hope you're all listening to our podcast, where there are shows we didn't see tours or regional productions of because I didn't want to know that the show wasn't as good as the Broadway production.
Yes.
I want to always love Catch Me.
Yes.
So I don't know that I want to see it anywhere else.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So you're right. I mean, I could but I could see most shows being done by terrible people being terrible. But the way that this can be hacky, because it's sort of written like tongue-in-cheek hacky.
But you know, as soon as it's getting into the community theater, it's just gonna be like...
Yeah.
That's my fart noise? I don't know. It doesn't make any sense.
The audience loved it. So whatever it was, it worked.
For some people.
It seemed like most people.
For like everybody but me. I want to see a Christian Borle rock and roll Shakespeare musical.
Yeah.
I just want the whole show to be Christian Borle be like, oh, no, yeah, stay there.
Yeah. I mean...
like, he was fucking amazing as rock and roll Shakespeare.
That aspect of it was definitely the most entertaining. And in the second act, he's there, no spoilers, but that personality isn't in many scenes, and so the energy drops a little.
The second act has...
The energy drops a little in that second act, because rock and roll Shakespeare isn't very present.
Yeah. I think one of the core problems that I personally was reacting to in the show, not even like I didn't think that joke was funny, but like a core problem to why I don't even like connect to the show at all, was that I love Brian Darcy James. He's a fantastic performer. I fucking hate that character.
Yeah.
He's like the protagonist, but he's an asshole and an idiot, but he's not like an anti-hero.
No.
He's just like...
And also they didn't make him sympathetic enough.
No, not at all. He just was like, why don't you listen to your smart wife or your smart brother or all the smart people that are around you instead of just being a fucking dick. And then at the end, when everything blows up in his face, and I'm like, no, dude, I don't feel for you. I'm not sorry that your dream has been crushed. You're horrible. You deserve to have your dream crushed because you're terrible and an asshole, and I don't like you. But I love Brian Darcy James so much.
Yeah. Well, and I think, to be honest, I probably didn't hate the character as much because it was Brian Darcy James. I'm like with you on all the things that you're saying.
It wasn't until like the end of the second act that I realized what was happening and why I was like, why am I not connecting to this character?
Yeah.
Because I was like, I love you, but I don't know why.
Yeah.
Because he was so funny and so enjoyable to watch and performance-wise was like great.
Yeah.
Just wasn't all there.
I think it's because, I mean, he just served the purpose of driving the story.
Yeah.
You know, if he had more complexities, it would have been more interesting, but it was just to get from A to B. I
absolutely adored John Cariani.
Oh my god.
He was fucking amazing.
Delightful.
So that performance is like, he's so funny every time he breathes.
So funny and sweet.
So sweet. And you know what I really loved, something in the show that I actually truly loved, was when him and Kate Reiner's character get together and they're like having that fan thing where you're like, oh my god, you love this thing, I love this thing, oh my god, we're both fans, I love you.
Yeah.
And then it's like that awkward thing, because I've had that experience like a million times where you meet someone and you're like, oh my god, you also like love this thing and I love this thing, we both love this thing.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Now? Okay, what? No?
Now what are we talking about?
Okay. Oh my god, like I thought
Yeah.
every moment they played together about the fan stuff was really, really funny. Some of their other material they were given I thought was really dumb and I hated it.
Yeah.
But their fan-specific stuff about being a fan, I have a first edition of Much Ado About Nothing or whatever. Like, that was so funny to me.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was that sex song that I thought was really dumb.
Yeah.
I've seen that song before, guys.
Yeah.
Been there, done that.
And it needs to
Oh,
be
they're
really...
talking about sex.
It needs to be really good if you're going to do it. Like, really good.
really
I'm not saying you can't do it again. It just needs to be really good.
I felt like Heidi Blickenstaff should have had at least 10 more songs.
Well, sure.
Criminally underused Heidi Blickenstaff.
Yeah. For the role, though, the type of role, I mean...
Yeah.
A fair amount to do. More than I thought she was going to get to do, especially in that second act.
She was so funny.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say she had a lot to do in the second act.
Fair enough.
I think she needs more to do in the second act because she could use like 3 more songs. And that's like a joke, but also like legitimately at least 1 more song.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, there was that love duet where all of a sudden they were serious, and I'm like, no, you can't, no. You can't be comedy, all of a sudden be like, no, now we're going to put in a heartfelt love song.
That quartet, it sounded beautiful because all of those people have beautiful, beautiful voices. It was a little bit of a snooze.
It was a total snooze.
Yeah. But Heidi was great.
Fantastic, gorgeous, great wig.
Delightful song in the first act.
Wonderful song in the first act. Very funny in the second act.
Really great wig.
Great wig,
Yeah,
right?
a really
Her wig is
excellent
fucking
wig.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
I thought Kate Reiner's wig was also excellent.
Beautiful
Those
hair
curls,
for
they were bouncing
time
like they were
period
real.
When people didn't take baths. Beautiful hair.
Yes.
Brooke says Ashmanskas.
Fucking loved him.
Holy crap.
He was hilarious.
His is a name that I've heard, like, people in the musical theater world talk about. I feel like they talk about him a lot.
I'm so familiar with his name, but had never seen him in anything.
Right.
And now I'm like, you're amazing!
I know. Ensemble.
Oh, that ensemble.
Yeah.
Marisha Wallace. I love her. I did not look at my playbill, and we sat down and the show started and I was like, holy shit, I love that girl and I'm gonna watch her the whole show.
Yeah.
She's so much fun to watch in the production numbers, in the back of the scenes. Like, she's fucking hilarious.
She's great.
And she can sing.
It's a really great little feature.
Woo!
in a gospel-esque number.
Yes.
Which we love, a revival number.
Wanted it to be more of a revival number.
Yeah. I mean, it was more traditional Broadway revival, less like tambourine revival.
More tambourines.
Yeah,
for my
there were no
taste.
tambourines, I don't think.
I love a revival number, and this was like, I felt like it was teasing me as a lover of revival numbers. It was like, we're going to do a revival number, but it's not going to be the kind that you love, Emily. Michael James Scott is wonderful every time you see him in a thing, and I wish he had more to do.
Yeah.
I felt like in an earlier version of this show, his character was like a narrator.
Probably, like
he had a character instead of just like a bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but he opens the show.
Yeah.
His voice is
and he
amazing.
can do some singing.
We always need some more of that.
Yeah.
But he was fantastic.
Yeah.
If it's like a shitty protagonist like that in a musical, I'm like, musicals can do better, but sometimes I don't need them to.
I do.
From Broadway super fans.
But I'm loving what's happening, but I wish it was smarter.